Hello, my name is Angel Cernia, and I am a District Language Acquisition Specialist. Welcome to Module 2 of our Micro Powerburst series. Today, we're going to talk about a strategy that can really empower kids and turn the corner on learned helplessness. I want you to think of a student, a neighbor, a child, maybe your own child, who exhibits characteristics of learned helplessness. I'm going to teach you a strategy that helps build in wait time for our students, and it's called the thinking chin. It is important that we show students what it looks like to get our brains ready for thinking. I tell my students to make a fist. So go ahead and make a fist with me. Now take that fist and stick it under your chin and put your elbow on the desk. We just built in 5 seconds of wait time. In those 5 seconds, our students are able to calm their brain down and get ready to think. Okay, so let's get our thinking chin, and I want you to think about this quote. So you've had time to think about a student or a child that you know that exhibits those signs of learned helplessness. When you can complete this sentence stem using a complete sentence, some students may exhibit characteristics of learned helplessness because you're going to take that fist and put it on your desk. At this point, you would randomly call on students to share their complete sentences. I may use a quick randomizer such as, if you're wearing shoes with laces, please stand up. This way, students wearing laces will be sharing this complete sentence. The sentence that I came up with, some students may exhibit characteristics of learned helplessness because they are too embarrassed to get the wrong answer. I am sure you had similar answers. In our classrooms where English learners are served, we need to have these 2 expectations. Number 1, we are all accountable for our learning. Number 2, we respond in complete sentences. Using what to say instead of I don't know is a great way to teach students the language they need to advocate for their learning, because we don't want them saying, I don't know. If we have an expectation that we are all accountable for our learning, you are saying to your students, I believe in you, and you will be responsible for your own learning because you won't be off the hook. Instead of I don't know, try, may I ask a friend for help? May I please have some time to think? Would you please repeat the question? May I please have some more information? Where can I find that information? Now, we're going to talk you through how to use this poster with your students. Let's say you just finished a science unit on the water cycle. You're going to want to start by getting your students ready for thinking. Earlier, we showed you the thinking chin. So let's all make one now. Once your students have had a few seconds to calm their brain and get ready for thinking, you share a question. Why is the water cycle important to Earth? Give your students time to think about the question, then provide a sentence stem for them. When you can answer this question using this stem, give me a thumbs up. It is important to give your students a signal so you'll know they're ready to respond. Once you see all students with their thumbs up, you'll randomize who you call on. We've included some ideas for randomizing in the description of the video below. I like to use Wheel of Names to randomly choose who I call on. So I'd spin the wheel of names and ask that student to answer the question with a complete sentence. Occasionally, a student may say, I don't know. This is your opportunity to direct the students to the poster behind your screen. Or for virtual, you might have a slide to direct them to. They will need to see the poster that says what to say instead of I don't know, just like we have here. Remind the students that we do not say I don't know in this classroom, and ask them to choose one of the 5 questions from the poster. Once the student has chosen, move to another student to answer the question you presented. Always go back to the student who said, I don't know, and have the student answer in a complete sentence. That student might either repeat with what the other student said or answer the question on their own. Practicing this routine of what to say instead of I don't know reinforces the expectation of speaking in complete sentences and for all students being accountable for their learning. Take a moment to look at the 7 steps we shared with you during Module 1. Think about using the strategy, what to say instead of I don't know, and notice that several steps were bundled within this one strategy. What steps did you notice? This concludes Micro Powerburst Module number 2. Please look in the description for the PDF of the What to Say Instead of I Don't Know poster, as well as ideas for randomizing who to call on. Thank you so much for attending the session. We'll see you next time with more L strategies.